In the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select.
Coming up on SWX Tonight, round one of the NFL Draft is in the books. The Seahawks, though, didn't exactly blow away the critics with their pick. We'll break down round one of the draft. Good news for Eastern Washington. Their coveted transfer QB has been granted an extra year of football. We'll hear from Kyle Padron and talk about his expectations for the fall. And the Mariners try to do something today they haven't done in nearly a year. Sweep a team on the road. Could they finish off the Tigers in Detroit? Find out on SWX Tonight. Well, to the surprise of no one, the 2012 NFL Draft started today with the selection of Andrew Luck as the #1 overall pick. After that, well, it got interesting. Welcome to SWX Tonight. I'm Sam Adams. The so-called winners of the Luck sweepstakes cashed in. The Colts using that #1 pick on the Stanford quarterback. Then, as expected, Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III went #2 to the Washington Redskins. Now, as for the Seahawks, they had the #12 pick. They traded that to the Eagles. So what did they do with that 15th pick? Well, it left many scratching their heads.
With the 15th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Bruce Irvin, defensive end, West Virginia.
They did what? The Seahawks taking Bruce Irvin, a pass rush specialist from West Virginia. He racked up 22.5 sacks in 2 seasons, but had major character issues. He was arrested for breaking into a drug dealer's house 5 years ago, and then arrested again just last month for an incident involving a pita pit delivery car. Don't ask. West Virginia Illustrated Scott Grayson covered Irvin for 2 years. He was stunned to see the troubled player picked so early.
I was shocked that he was taken that high. I really thought that he could be a high second-round pick, best-case scenario. You mentioned his past. He seems like a really good kid. He's cleaned himself up a lot from the troubles of his past. At the outside linebacker position, he could get in there, really be a third-down impact player, and the Seahawks are obviously counting on him to do even more than that.
And other notable picks from the first round, Miami needing a quarterback, reaching perhaps for Texas A&M's Ryan Tannehill with the #8 pick. Seahawks, you saw, they failed to grab a wide receiver. 2 wideouts, though, are coming to the NFC West. Notre Dame's Michael Floyd to Arizona and A.J. Jenkins going to San Francisco. 2 Boise State Broncos going in round 1, and 28-year-old Brandon Whedon today becoming the oldest first-round pick ever going to the Cleveland Browns. All right, big news for Eastern Washington, just days away from their annual spring football game. They've learned that SMU quarterback Kyle Padron has been approved for a medical hardship. That means now that he can play not 1 but 2 more years at Eastern. Padron plans to enroll in summer classes and then participate in fall camp with the Eagles. He had a herniated disc while lifting weights last season. He played only a few snaps for SMU after setting passing records there the year before. But now he's ready for a fresh start, he says, and getting to know his new teammates.
I talked to Nick Edwards a few times. We text back and forth a little bit, but so I got a playbook, been talking to him, and so I'm trying to do all the little things that I can control. And then, once I get up there, it's all football and class, and it's all business. So just ready to get up there. Still got another month and a half or so before I can, but just really excited to get up there and contribute.
And don't forget, you can watch Eastern Washington's annual Red-White game at Roos Field this Saturday, 2 p.m. We'll have that for you live right here on SWX. Win or lose, the Tri-City Americans were going home after tonight's Game 4 of the WHL Conference Finals. They were just hoping to come back to Kennewick with some hockey left to play. Trailing the Portland Winterhawks 3-0, facing elimination in tonight's Game 4. Ams were up 1-0 in the third, but then the wheels came off. That's Cam Reed for the score to tie it up at 1 for Portland. Less than a minute after that, Marcel Nobles puts the puck where it belongs, the backhander. The Winterhawks scoring 4 goals unanswered in the third. They win 4-1. They will play either Moose Jaw or Edmonton in the WHL Finals. Well, the once cold Seattle Mariners heating up once again on their current 10-game road trip. A win today in Detroit would give the M's their first road sweep since May of last year. Just as they did in the first 2 games of the series, they came out swinging. Justin Smoke breaks out of his slump, a 3-run home run to make it 3-0 Seattle. Next inning, same result. Miguel Olivo going deep, his first home run on the year, making it 4-0 Seattle. Let's fast forward now to the 7th. Game tied at 4. Sean Figgins with a drive to right, and this one will fall in for an RBI double. The Mariners getting the sweep today. They win it 5-4. Well, the long wait is almost over for the Spokane Shock. They come off their second bye week of the AFL season and waiting for the Shock this weekend in Florida. Defending AFL champion Jacksonville this Saturday. Both teams come into the ballgame below 500 on the year and with something to prove.
I think it's going to be a hard-fought battle. They've got a good crowd, so we're going to have to come in, be focused, and kind of try to silence them in the first half.
Jacksonville's in basically the same spot we are right now, being 2-3, kind of finding themselves, have got better every week. Their offense is really starting to click. We've got our hands full. It's going to be a tough challenge for us.
And stay tuned for that live broadcast Saturday, 4 p.m. right here on SWX. When we come back, Gonzaga baseball ready to get back on track. Plus, we're talking football with Brandon Tompkins. Stay with us.